Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year. Here we go.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain, besting them in the conference semis last year.
Here's Jokic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Here's Roy. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. McDaniels got room. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Here's Murray after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Jokic in the post. Shoots over Reed. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
And here are the Nuggets now. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And the basket by Jokic.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Now here's Brown. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Roy. Misses the three.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Brown with the block.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time. How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now here's Carter. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Brown with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 4. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards, the bounce. Go ahead, Ed.
And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Carter. 1:57 left in the first quarter here. Here's Jokic. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Here's Roy. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. McDaniels from long range. Pure from three-point range.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Nuggets trail by 5. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter here. Count it. Good. Jokic has got 8.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Pass to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Jokic on the double team. To the paint. Outside McDaniels. Unloads. Jokic grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Off target on the 15-footer.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
The Nuggets 10.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Westbrook. And that misses. That would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Roy.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Yeah, Westbrook just needs a sliver of space on the screen, and he is good to go.
Drives to the hoop. Down low. Jordan. Back to Westbrook. Jordan the screen. And it's Westbrook off the drive. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Fast break, Minnesota.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm. Inside. Jordan misses.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Back to Westbrook. Jordan, the screen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Šarić. And stolen by Clark. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain Possession. Minnesota shooting their first foul shots of the night. Now a timeout called by Denver. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the first one at the line is good. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Now here's Carter. Still no points. Driving in. Cashes in the 12-footer.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Outside Edwards. Left side Reed. Clark outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 9. McDaniels with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels a screen. Now Reed for 3. Jokic grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Brown. And he goes in for the dunk.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside, DiVincenzo. McDaniels a screen. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Knocks down the triple.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Carter. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. They get it back. Pass to Murray. The Nuggets need to get one up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Brown. Pass to Roy. Over Murray. Roy can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
You got to commend the focus on the basket. Murray absorbing the contact well.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Edwards for 3. Brown grabs the board. Nuggets trailed by 8. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Screen by Gordon. Oh, there's the alley! And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Outside Reed. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes. Reed's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
And there's the screen. Outside Reed. From behind the arc. And another three from Minnesota.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. Now Gordon. Lots of room. Roy pulls it in.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Outside McDaniels. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Watson. Pass to Westbrook. Spins. Shot clock at 6. Jordan inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Back to Westbrook. Jordan, the screen. Westbrook gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 6 points.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Sohan. Edwards with it. From the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Watson. Westbrook outside. Tries again. And here's Porter outside. Sinks it from distance.
Timeout, timeout. Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Minnesota leading by 12. 59 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Sohan. An easy 2 on the layup. Sohan's got his first 2 points of the night.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Here's Shannon. Pass to Roy. Lets it go from deep. Here's Shannon. Just 5 to shoot. Picked up by Sohan. Second chance shot. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Boy, he's got 13.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Carter. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And don't go far. We'll be... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Edwards, no good. Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Reed. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And here's Brown, covered by Jokic. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Sinks the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
And it's Jokic missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Roy. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. No good with the triple.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Jokic. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota leading by 19. Gobert with the bucket. Gobert's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And now Allie LaForce has an update for us on Dante DiVincenzo. What do you have, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Right now, they've got to focus on assessing just how bad this is and how they move forward. BA, adjustment time has arrived early this season.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
To the middle. And stolen by Murray. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Whoa! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Looking to get back on track. Jokic, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Pass to Edwards. 1:27 left in the game. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Murray drives in. Back to Jokic. Clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
Good on both. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. You either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
And that one misses.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
Sohan inside. Here's Cornette. Jokic grabs the board. Murray with it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, they